Darkstream. Darkstream.
And so it begins.
Motherfucking Darkstream.
Alright. Gruul Lukka. Good old Lukka Titan. This is what we're messing with. Pretty basic stuff here. We're trying to get Titan of Industry out onto the battlefield as early as turn 3, which we can do in a variety of ways. And cheating out this big fat 7/7 with 2 ETB effects does a lot of damage in many, many matchups. The question is, will it be strong enough to deal with the format? We'll find out. In the meantime, let's look at the components that make up the cheaty iteration of getting it out. So you have Courier's Briefcase, a Lotus Petal with a 1/1, good 2-drop for this scenario. Careful Cultivation and Instant Speed, Lotus-esque Petal / 1/1. And then of course you have your tokens off Esika's Chariot, you have your tokens off Fable of Mirror Breaker, and you're cheating it out with Transmogrify, exiling any of these tokens and dumping a Titan into play, which is why it's the only creature in the deck. Same with Lukka. This deck does one thing and it does it well. It puts Titan of Industry into play quickly.
It's also a pretty good spot for Kaheera.
Yeah, yeah.
Push come to shove, be able to pull that companion in and blow it up.
Well, not even just that. I've had one game where I was just messing around late last night, and I won with this and the Esika's Chariot tokens, because they're cats. So they turn into 3/3s every time, so you're just dumping a 3/3 onto the board every single turn. And they have Vigilance, too.
That's pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah, so it's got some weird synergies as well.
Oh, wait, can we put the chat up?
Yeah, let's dump the chat on over here. There is 4 Volt Surge, 4 Fire Prophecy. The Fire Prophecies in particular, I think, merit their inclusion because it lets you take Titan of Industries and dump them back into the deck if you need to in the early game.
Yeah, it's spectacular for that. And we've seen it used in other decks for that purpose as well.
Yep. And Volt Surge, you may wonder why a deck like this is running Volt Surge. There were four slots to fill. We had no 1-drops, we had no early interaction outside of Fire Prophecy with the board states. And this occasionally has some weird combos with Esika's Chariot to get that 4th point of damage. Or
the Briefcase.
Yep.
Or the treasure made by the Goblin token.
Yep. It's got a few different ways to mess with stuff. So let's get over to the mana base. There's some pieces here worth considering. So the first one is that Lair, the Hydra. I think we want at least 2 of these because for 2 mana it becomes 1/1 that you can then sacrifice to Transmogrify or Lukka's and cheat out of Titan. Worth noting. Castle Garenbrig helps you get Titan pretty quick. This can get you...
If you're casting it, yeah.
Yeah, this can get you that turn 5, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Turn 5, 6 mana. But Titan's 7 mana.
Right, so turn 6. Sometimes turn 6 Titan's good enough.
I guess it could be turn 5 if you've got one of those Llanowar Elf things, or that castle, or the Briefcase, whatever it is. But yeah, accelerates Titan by a turn, that's the point.
Sokenzan also gives you a way to channel out stuff to sack to get Titan.
Yep.
Den of the Bugbear doesn't do it immediately typically, but on the turn after you swing with it, sometimes that 1/1 red goblin just does what you need it to.
Well, I suppose push come to shove if you've got Lukka out, but Lukka doesn't have something to get, or it just wound up being left behind after a purge or something. You could drop the Den of the Bugbear, have it enter the battlefield tapped, but have the mana to activate it, and then sack it to Lukka.
Yeah. Yeah. If we get over to the sideboard now, just briefly, why do we have this for the sideboard? Why? Because sometimes you want to steal their stuff and sack it to get out Titan of Industry, so a Crone War does some work there. Unlicensed Tourist is a nod to the fact that Greasefang's in the format
That's
still.
been proven its value over and over.
It's just a staple of the format for now. Fry is there because I expect mono blue spirits to be a problem. We've seen the churn that we talked about on the podcast on Friday, and the churn we were talking about is that Rakdos mid is strong enough that we expect to see decks trying to go over the top of it.
That happened.
Which we're already doing it right here and right now with Titan. This is the kind of deck that's designed to go right over the top of Rakdos mid. It's not the most popular option right now. The most popular one is the 5-color Niv Mizzet build, which... it's a strong deck. I see why it would go over the top. I don't know if this deck beats it or not. I have not played that matchup. I'm curious to find out. I'm hoping it's still running around rampant tonight.
Well, we also got a request for Lukka, didn't we?
We did. We got a request. So, part of why we do this, if you have requests, you have decks you really want to see, as long as they're competitive and interesting, we'll throw them up. We'll have some fun with it. So fries are there because I expect mono blue to be the answer to decks like this and decks like Nif Mizzet, where you just play cheap, interactive with counter spells at instant speed, make it very difficult to resolve these higher CC spells that you have to get to where you're trying to go. Mono blue's good at that. So we want to have a lot of removal for it. Similarly, I threw in a couple of red caps. If we see these mono red lists that are still running around, the speed demon ones, I want to have 6+ ways on turn 1 to interact with those, because every turn you don't interact is basically like you're taking a bolt to the dome, you know?
Yeah.
You just got to do it.
You got to kill this shit.
And a braid's kind of just a catch-all at the moment.
Something else I think we should maybe consider is the way up the curve uncounterable Chandra.
Yeah, I've heard of builds messing with that. We could definitely throw some in. Are you thinking of the main, or are you thinking on the side?
On the board. The main's pretty tight.
Okay.
Like, the main should be about doing what it's doing.
Let's see. Chandra. Awakened Inferno?
Yeah, uncounterable one. So, yeah, it bumps the non-elementals for 3, which is... I like that against the blue decks as another option, because it can't be countered, and it's a sweeper, and it's a win condition.
Okay. I can see that, yeah. So let's have 2 of those in there over the Abrades. And we've got a lot of early interaction with these counter-heavy decks anyway, but yeah, a couple of these at the top end of the curve could be the difference in some of these grindier matchups too.
Well, I like the plan that you got for just throw a shitload of removal at them.
Right.
And that'll do it as long as you can back it up.
Right.
And we got to have something to back it up with, and that's where I like Chandra's here.
Fair enough. This about where we take iteration 1.0 for a test run?
I would suggest one other tweak to make to the board before we go on our test run.
Okay.
Let's drop 2 fries and put those 2 Abrades back in so we can see how much of a difference that makes.
Okay.
Because we'll still bring those in against blue.
Right.
But then it's just more action against other decks.
Fair. Get a nice split. All right. Everything else look about right?
Yeah, let's rip it.
Grip and rip. Here we go. Little Lukka Titan time, and I know we left off in Plat 1, but, you know, I couldn't help myself. We're in Diamond.
What's that mean? Stop posting links warning?
Yeah, this is a bot that's conflicting with the different bot we have on the channel. I gotta fix it. I didn't realize that it was going to conflict with this, and it's a whole thing that's going to have to get handled, but it's not something we have time for right now.
Our bots are arguing with each other.
They're having some issues, so Nightbot...
You know what? They just need to fucking get it over with.
They do. Alright, so we're in Diamonds. I ran 2 more with the Rakdos mid list and quickly exoed both of them and was like, alright, well that's as far as we take it because the churn's coming, and it did.
Yep.
And I'm happy we
stay ahead of the churn.
It was a good 9-0 run, but like it's time to go in a different direction. So, Lukka Titan, let's see if you're the direction. That's the question here. Alright. And so it begins against Geo Fight Club. Interesting. Somebody...
Don't talk about it. Don't make me tell you twice.
Is this somebody that was born in the 1980s? Odds seem pretty high. Start seeing the Fight Club references. Seems pretty high.
80s and 70s babies, yeah.
Yeah, we're fine, I think.
Yeah.
This doesn't have the full combo, but it's got a lot of value. It's got early interaction. It's got lands.
It's got stuff to do.
And we've got 8 draws that give us what we need out of this stuff. So, green, Obosh. Oh, good lord. Okay, so this isn't... They didn't have Lawnmower Elf. They didn't have... This is probably the fight rigging deck.
They might draw it. I think we dropped the pathway on red.
They shouldn't have... I'm going to disagree slightly on this one. It's an Obosh deck, so if they had nothing on turn 1, they shouldn't have anything turn 2, because this is probably the fight rigging deck.
Right, I agree. I agree, but they can top deck the elf.
They can.
And our thing is double red anyway.
Okay.
We gotta get to.
So, we can pass here and get into Careful Cultivation on their turn, depending on what they drop. What they drop is probably going to be too big for these. So we're just going Careful into Esika's Chariot and looking to get our Titan as fast as we can.
Yeah.
And I think that's just the play here. So instead of giving them anything for their potential fatal pushes and other removal that they might have, we just go this route. And we'll see. Here comes Rotting Reggie, probably. Shakedown Heavy, there's the other one they play. Okay. Yep. we push over to the Chariot. Would have been lovely to get any of our other potential top decks there, but we will take what we can. Menace, eh? Okay. If they get a...
Oh!
This is what that deck does. It goes hard with the henge. And like, we could have done a double removal here, but over the Chariot, I don't know that that would have been correct, though. Okay. Let's remember that our Titan also has the side benefit of blowing up Great Henge.
Yes, it does.
So this is a good time for us to draw any of that. Okay. Not quite it. How do we want to deal with this? We could go Fable here, or we could also do a double Fire Prophecy, kill the Shakedown Heavy, and look for a way to cheat this into play.
That's what I'm into.
And actually, we can probably just swing out with these two and see if they block, and then it's only one Fire Prophecy, which I'm very okay with. They don't have sweepers in that list. And my guess is they won't block. Wow. Okay.
They have a grip. You know, there's probably other big dum-dums in the hand.
True. Alright. Derp.
But this is better because it lets us play Fable. Or not.
No, I'm going with Careful Cultivation again. Let's see.
Why?
In case we need to hardcast a Titan pretty quickly.
But if that was the plan, why'd we throw the Titan back? Because if we're going to Careful Cultivate now, we could untap and then have cast it.
Fair point. Let's see what happens here. So we get to draw off of that. They're going to have land. Shouldn't have enough to get a fight rigging off here. They also run Titans in that deck. That's fine. We don't have anything we're worried about there.
No, they'd probably take the Fable for value.
That's my assumption. And then we get to Fire Prophecy this to dump out probably the Courier's Briefcase. Yeah. And let's see if we can find some action. Not quite. Still waiting. Alright. Let's dump a Chariot into play. And at some point,
get to cracking.
We may actually end up drawing any of our 8 pieces here. It's a little weird that we haven't seen any of them in the top 15 plus cards. Happens though.
We're also now at a place we can just draw Titan.
Yeah. So 12 outs then. Because once we kill the Greater Henge, we can kind of just go toe-to-toe with them regardless.
Depending upon the resources they accumulate.
It's got to happen soon. Agree. Got to happen sooner than that. Okay. Let's see.
There's no point in attacking because they get more stuff.
Is there any way to make this profitable? I mean, we can get it through these two, smack everything, still Volt Surge, sack, kill there. I mean, at a certain point, I guess we do still get an additional creature off of that.
I think we just block it up when it comes in. Or wait to draw some action here.
So this is also part of the question of the Volt Surges in the deck, because these could be bigger cards, such as Chandra's. And right now they're occupied as...
Yes, and that would be pretty good.
Right now they're just occupied this way. I'm not sure if it's correct or if it's not correct, but it's where we're sitting at the moment while we try to figure out what's next. So they get Obosh here.
Kill the elf. Fuck it.
Fuck it, chug it, football. No elves for you.
Eat that elf meat.
So they get to dump out Obosh and smack for 14. rough. A little rough.
Just triple block that bastard.
And they'll... Really? Why would you do that when you get... Okay. Do we block with the Esikas?
If we don't, we can possibly make more cats.
Well, all three are going to die. That's swinging for 14 if we block with 3.
Oh, I see.
So I'm doing this and just taking some damage, but killing it. And we'll take the 14. Or the 7.
Mm-hmm.
But keep our cat targets high. And
oh, wow. No, it had to assign to them.
Nice. Well, that worked out. Alright, let's blow some shit up. Off you go.
Yay!
Destroy, and I think we just want a shield counter. What do you think?
Shield counter on the Titan itself.
Yeah. No killing that quickly. It sticks around for a second. And as long as this sticks, we get another one next turn.
Yep. Oh, Lukka.
See, sometimes you just gotta wait for the 40... Well, the 16th card. And then boom, Lukka.
Alright, not bad so far.
Yeah.
I love it that one of our bots gave another one of our bots a warning.
I know, right? It's great. There's like 3 bots and they're at war, and I love it. You know?
Sounded like somebody walked in. I'm gonna go check.
Yeah. Protect Helm's Deep. I understand. What will opponent do? Oh my.
No, that was just R2 420 bumping into a door.
Ah. Good old R2 420. The bots are at war on our stream and in reality. All the robot slaves. Which has been kind of a weird part of Star Wars culture lately. Seeing how they've shifted to like, we gotta treat robots with manners and whatnot. And I'm like, well, that's not what I do, but alright, fair enough.
Why would a Sith?
Sorry, Alexa, but not sorry. And, you know, if and when the robots rule the world, so be it. I think they might have disconnected. We're kind of just chilling here and running the clock out on game 1. Not the way I want to advance, but, you know.
Possibly assault rope?
I guess. I mean, I guess I would be pretty salty if somebody blew up my Greater Henge and just face-fucked my whole position in one quick Lukka.
Doesn't call... Just losing a game does not call for salt roping.
Yeah.
Especially when they're also a cheat Lukka or cheat Titan into play deck.
True, true. Wow. Well, this is going to do some stuff. Boom.
4/4 shield.
Yeah. Is the salt real? Let's swing first and see what they do. It says vigilance because of this, by the way. This is really the perfect companion for this
deck. It really
deck.
is. Wow.
So they take 8, and then I think we Lukka again and grab ourselves another Titan of Industry.
Yeah, why not?
Because plussing that does literally nothing in this deck.
Gives you a very, very narrow shot at grabbing a Titan.
Yeah. And I would rather just say this game's over and shutting the doors. Pretty easy to do with 3 Titans. So if you're wondering why I run 4 Titans, it's because sometimes you will get to 4 Titans.
Do the shield counters protect them from sweepers? What does that do?
Damage or destroyed.
Okay, so it depends on the sweeper.
Yeah. Minus doesn't protect them from a giant meat hook, but if you have a meat hook for that much,
It'd be quite a meaty hook.
yeah. Okay, so they were kind of salt roping us, or maybe they disconnected and they finally got it together a little bit. I don't know. Whatever, we're gonna play our 4th Titan and blow that up and keep going. Like, this deck's so absurd sometimes. Guess what I'm doing?
Shield counter and blow up? Or 4/4 and blow up? I don't know.
I don't know that it
Does
even
it matter?
Does
Yeah.
it even matter, you know? Like,
next to combat.
oh, we put 2 shield counters on that one. Cool.
Whatever.
I didn't even know that was a thing. All right, we learned something.
4/4s, yeah.
Let's bring it all. GG's basically here.
Pound town, motherfucker.
Yeah, what up, Lord Skitham? It's a fun board state. Obosh the Prey Piercer. Didn't find much prey here. I'm bringing in a Crone War because this seems perfect.
Oh, yes, this is the time.
Like, this is the spiciest Crone War.
This is absolutely the time for... And let's get those Abrades.
Yeah. Yep.
And get rid of those Volt Surges.
Yeah, I don't think we need those for the turn 1. Like, turn 1 Llanowar Elf, that's kind of why they would be there, is Elves and Gildagoose. They run 4 of each for the fight rigging, so they can turn 2 fight rig, but...
It's not... That doesn't do enough. Alright, what else do we cut? Or do we have too many Crone Wars?
I don't think so. They're going to put so many targets in front of us. I think it's just a Fire Prophecy.
Legit.
And just run it back
Yep,
like that.
let's rock.
Oh, my. Well, we beat Greaterhenge. That's the second time I've beat Greaterhenge in my life. And it feels really good with Titans, man. Like,
yeah, our henge is greater.
I used to lose to that card routinely. Every time it hit, I was just like, fuck. And that was that. And now it's like, we have Titans. Who cares? Draw a couple cards, make an Elder Gargaroth into a Titan.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, we are now built bigger than Elder Gargaroth.
Oh, it's so close to good. Nope.
Yet so far.
That's not great either.
I think that is a mole.
Yeah, it's just not a lot of... Okay, that we'll keep. We'll dump 1 Couriers and probably a Fire Prophecy here.
I'd say the other Couriers.
Just keep it to the basics.
Unless you want to...
This seems better.
Yeah, okay.
This seems better. Let's go this route. Mulling to 5 sucks, but sometimes it happens. Yep. We can go this way. Now, is it the Thoughtseize path? No? Interesting. Okay.
Glad we've got that Boseiju.
Yeah. The weirdest part about this scenario is that, like, literally we can top deck Transmogrify and just go nuts. Like, right now.
Yep.
And then we're just ahead. And that's all it takes.
Come on deck. Well,
Yep.
next time.
Alright, whatever. We can also kind of just sit around and they'll discard cards. And if they play Greater Henge, we still have a Boseiju. Which ain't too shabby. We could also top deck in a Crow in War, which would be kind of fun.
That would be something.
Let's see what they do. Okay. Yeah, I was like, you can't raise it. That's awkward.
Yeah.
It just sits there. I think we double blast it and just get
Fuck
going.
yes.
Right? Like,
Absolutely.
Like,
The only reason I could see for not doing that would be, I don't think we want to discard, would be because we were going to save.
discard? No. Put it on the bottom and draw. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. We have that to get.
Yeah, fair. And we got it.
And now we just get to smack them for 5 and... yeah, whatever. We'll make another one of those. So now they're behind, and they need to Thoughtseize. And they don't even know it, unless they're sniping, in which case, well done. I didn't even know sniping was like a thing that people looked for. You know, where you're like a streamer and somebody's just on your stream.
Yeah.
But apparently it's a thing that people get banned for. And I say it with quotes because quotes are what's correct. I guess we top deck another one, so fuck it, Lukka.
Yeah, Lukka.
But it's something that moderators will look in the chat of people's streams to see if somebody's sniping while they're playing against that person, and if so, they get perma-banned. To which I mostly just laughed, because I was like, yeah, you know.
I don't give a shit.
Right, like, don't really care, but it's kind of adorable. Yeah. And this makes more tokens of that. That's kind of fun. Don't need
think
it.
we want to slam it into a Gargaroth.
Oh, God, no. No. We just fucking chill for a second, and we'll go nuts in a moment. I love that these can blow up artifacts and enchantments, though. That is the reason this deck has a shot of being great. Because without that, there's too many ways it can get...
Yeah.
People can go around
Titan
it.
does a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I remember reading it for the first time and thinking that this Titan of Industry might be my favorite reanimator / polymorph target ever. Not because it's the best ever, but because it's the most interesting and most fair.
Mm.
You know, we went and got it. The game is still happening.
Right. Okay, so they're going to get to do a little cheating, but then, depending on what they do, we should be able to double Titan next turn, blow up both of these things.
Yep.
And that feels pretty good if we get to do that.
Yep.
It really just depends on what they get from Hideaway 5 here, because if it ain't a Titan, it is, even if it is a Titan, it doesn't really matter that much. Like, fight me, bruh.
Yeah, that's not enough.
That's not good enough. Yeah, you can make it a 7-5. That's fine. What you gonna do?
With all that junk.
It's a lot of junk in that trunk.
Yeah, we've some junk trunk having motherfuckers in this matchup.
Alright. And are we ready for us to take over? Because it's time for Titan, because they're out of mana. Yep. Alright, fuck it. Let's have some fun. We begin with a Titan. Let's go ahead and blow up a thing, and then probably a shield counter here still.
Yes.
And just...
put it on the new Titan.
yeah. Oh, sorry. Blow that up. And a little new Titan there. And then I'm going to swing with this and see what they do. Yeah. Because what they do here is going to dictate how I transmogrify. Really? With trample? Still? Okay. I guess they're just trying to get rid of the shield counter. That's not a bad way to go.
Right.
Joke's on you. I'm playing a third Titan.
Now, with their 7-power creatures...
Derp and derp. No fight rigging. And one there. Okay. Now they get to play Magic.
I think it's probably about time for that companion to just pump ours a little bit bigger.
Yeah. We're a couple mana short. But... we can dump it into our hand and keep swinging with giant creatures that they have to match.
Yeah, we've got some shield counters to buy some time.
I mean, if I lose a game where I play 3 Titans of Industry, I'm willing to say that this might not be the best deck.
It probably isn't the best deck, but if we lose with 3 Titans to this deck, that does make sense, because they can play all these enormous cards.
Sure. Well, we'll do this so that we threaten one more Titan. Cool. We just grab a Kaheera here. Do we smack everything? I feel like we smack everything. Because we, well, not everything. We'll leave back the 4/4s and that, right? And just smack all the 7/7s into their face. Because they're going to trade off Rotting Reggie for one of these. They'll trade another one for a shield counter.
Yeah, they have to block 2.
They have to block a lot, and I can remove that from combat anytime I want to.
Yes.
And I can chump these anytime I want to. Yeah. Let's apply pressure. See what they do. Joke's on you, I'm not doing math. Your turn.
You do math. Fuckwad.
Works for me. We lose 1 Titan and 2 shield counters, and they lose everything except for the Gargaroth, which we can still double block. Not to a good effect, though. But if we do this, we can...
That's it, yep.
Yeah. I'm going to do this route, and I'm still playing the land, actually.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. If they want to swing in, they're going to have to get through the Chariot and the 4/4. And then there's still 2 Titans coming at them. And Obosh, as we learned, does not give it the trample that we thought it did.
Right, it just doubles the damage after the damage is assigned.
They're not even swinging. Okay. Well, that's a thing. I think we do discard it, because we can still -2 that to get the last Titan, and after that there's nothing else to cheat.
Yeah, I agree.
And I want a Necro War, because that ends the game right now. That'll work. Okay. So we're going to crew the Chariot and smack it here.
So we crew the Chariot with the cat and the goblin, or do we bring that... Well, we can't cast Kaheera as well, can we?
Yeah, I was hoping to hit the land, but we didn't quite hit it.
All right, so yeah, crew with the... Oh, wait, we can if we attack with the goblin.
Right, but that's post-combat, we'll get it.
True.
Which, yeah. But if we crew here, we can smack, and then there's 4 8 points coming there, +7/+7, and that'll trample through, so I think that's game.
And we copy the 4/4 just for good measure.
Right, and then we can still hit that on post-combat.
Sounds good.
Okay. Let's take down fight rigging.
Let's attack with... Oh God, what? These have been great board states, actually.
Yeah.
This feels like some junior high Magic the Gathering right here.
Yeah, it does. Play big, fat, dumb creature, win game.
Yeah. Oh, I've got it. And then the opponent plays their big, dumb creature. Damn it! I need more!
So then we play more. This is also the first time I've cast Lukka and had fun. You know? Because always before it was like Agent of Treachery, and you're just like, man, the card's such a bummer. It isn't a big, dumb, fat creature that does a lot of things. It just takes the fun things they're doing.
Right. See, like, Agent of Treachery, I think in a vacuum is just a better card than Titan of Industry for this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But I much prefer Titan.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the Gargaroth's going to trade out for a Titan. The 4/4 trades there. And Esika's dies to Obosh. And they get to...
Draw a card is what I'd pick if I were them.
Yeah. I don't know what card they could draw that would matter, though. They're going to lose their whole board except Obosh here. We'll find out.
Wrath of green and black mana.
Let's also remember Kiki's about to come online.
Yeah.
And Kiki plus Titan of Industry is absurd. Okay, so they drew a card. Derp. Just a harmless little 2/2. Now here comes the question. Do we save this in case they have a weird Wrath?
Yeah, let's tick it up.
Like, I don't want to dump the 4th Titan, get Wrathed, and go, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We'll still probably win there at 2 and we'll get a creature, but, like, I don't want that moment. I'd rather get the creature, go into another Titan, and be like, alright, 2nd Wrath or bust. Because they almost had enough to Meat Hook Massacre the board there. And on we go. So, fight rigging, Golgari, the best version of fight rigging. For those wondering, Golgari is still, I think, the best. The Jund build is really inconsistent. Fight rig. And that's a quick 2-0.
Okay, let's rip some more.
Yeah, why not? Why shouldn't we?
It's the most fat child deck in a long time.
And it's competitive. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah.
It's not every day you get to cast 7 mana fucking Titans of Industry and have it be a competitive game plan, but against Flush Donkey. Alright.
Flush Donkey?
Flush Donkey.
Yes.
Loving these names. Never quit Arena. Always deliver the best. That is a turn 3 Titan. Turn 3 Titan if there is no interaction, and here's the deck I figured would come around. So those fries in the sideboard, gonna be important. We'll see how important in a moment, but yep, this is the matchup. I don't know how good or bad this one's gonna be. It's gonna be a weird one, I know that. So I'm not dumping anything to play, I'm just Fire Prophesying on their end step.
Or when they do that.
Right. Like, we can't dump a Couriers into this, it's just asking for it to get countered, and no bueno.
Yep.
Yeah? Just in case?
I'd say no, because we can still get it. Let them attack with it. They might put a Curious Obsession on it, and then we respond to the Curious Obsession. Now we get it.
Yeah, and they should have a dive down here, but that taps them out. And the question is, okay, totally fine. We'll get a Fable off.
Right.
And Fable is what I want to be doing here. You can have your spirits. The question is, can I get the rest? Because all I got to do is get 1 Titan on this battlefield, and the game's going to be real hard for them to win. Please pump that.
Do it.
Please do that. Not so much. Okay. We lose a Lukka here. And I think we can lose the Courier's Briefcase.
I agree.
Like, we've got trans and... yeah. Okay. Looking for a little more interaction. I think we're probably swinging.
Let's start there.
And see what they do. Everything they have with flash trades even for that, which is fine by me, but more importantly, I want to try and bump up what we have for mana here. So I think we probably start with Fable again.
I agree.
And just keep pushing at them.
I agree. If we're going to bait out a counterspell, let's bait it with that.
And if they have a Spell Pierce, it's not good enough, but a Geistlight Snare is fine. And more importantly, Kiki's about to come online. The value of these are just great. Okay, so they're sitting on a counter. But it's probably a Lofty Denial. Can we get through that?
Let's start with an attack.
Yeah. So if we Transmogrify, we can get through Geistlight Snare, but if it's Lofty Denial, we don't get there.
Let's try.
Let's see. If they got the Lofty Denial, that's fine. Yep.
Okay.
Because next turn we can get through that with Lukka.
Yep.
Which should be enough to get us where we're going. And if they have counter, then alright.
Maybe we'll draw another Lukka, who knows?
Sometimes people just got it all, you know? There's only so many ways to go on this. And Volt Surge will help, actually.
That doesn't suck. I would not play that one.
I don't think they have any targets for it. That
Curiosity.
we care about. Right, but we can't afford the 2 life, and I need...
Yeah, it is late in the game, you're right.
Basically, this is to make sure we get through Lofty Denial. So I'm just going to go like this. And push. And they have to have a hard counter. Let's see if they got it. Lofty Denial won't do it. God, that card's good. Okay,
Excellent.
so they may have bounce.
Yeah, if they've got it, they've got. We're sacrificing the token anyway.
Yeah. Like if they have Brazen Borrower, they just have it. Wow. Okay.
I think we're gaining life.
I was like, we got Kiki online with it.
Yeah.
Like, we're going nuts at this point. That didn't feel as unwinnable as I thought it would.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad. So Braids, Fries, Chandras.
And what do we not use here? Esika's Chariot's kind of pointless.
That's not the thing we want.
And we still got 2 to lose.
I think maybe we have too many cards to board in then.
Yeah, it might be. Are the Chandra... Actually, we might just cut a Titan here because we have the Chandra.
I am against that. I would rather cut... I would rather cut 2 Voltage Surges because there are fewer targets as the game goes on for that. That's like early or nothing.
Back and forth. Back and forth. That's one of our only ways to deal with them on the play and Curiosity with their 1-drop. Otherwise, they just get it through with a Spell Pierce, and from there they take the game over.
We do have those Fries, though.
Right, too. I like all the early interaction. I think we need to find somewhere else that isn't going to give us what we need. And I have to assume it's either part of the engine here or it's the Chandras that we're overboarding. And it might be the Chandras. I don't know.
Now let's try cutting a Titan then, and let's try cutting a Courier's Briefcase.
Okay. Let's see what happens when we have all the early interaction. And it might just be an overboard, which is fine if that's the case, because we can always shift it on back if we need to. Alright. Flush Donkey. By the way, if this can consistently beat Mono Blue, that's a huge sign that this deck has some viability, because I don't think Niv Mizzet will. Like, I can't imagine a 5-color deck. I don't care how many 2CC removal spells you have in a 5-color deck. Like, half your lands come into play tapped, the other half deal damage to you. It's just, that's got to be so clunky against a deck like that. You know?
I don't know, I haven't played it yet.
I guess I'll put it this way. We definitely would have lost that without the Fable doing all the work it needed to do for us there by giving us all that extra mana.
Yeah. Kiki Jiki once again doing wild shit for us.
So happy we have a fixed Kiki Jiki in this format.
I think it's better.
Yeah.
Old Kiki Jiki could only do broken things. It wasn't good at doing anything else.
And this one only does grindy things. Just in case we draw dead. Not 100% on that going first, but...
Why not? It's not like we have a 1-drop we can play.
The question is whether we want to do like control shift and then try to mindfuck them with it.
No, I think optimal sequencing beats out the possibility of head fakes. Especially on turn 1.
Sure. Do they have... Okay, they do have a land. I was like, really? No land? Okay. Your turn. We're not doing this on our turn.
Fuck no.
We have
all the removal.
and a way to throw that back into the deck. I'm very happy. This is what I want to be doing. And if a hand with 4 pieces of instant speed removal can't beat what they're doing, that's also a pretty big sign. Mostly that we need a lot of fries. You gotta fry some fucking spirits and some fishies. Sometimes
Actually,
that's
if
where you
4
go.
pieces of removal isn't enough, to me that would be a sign that we need more Chandras.
I could see that, yeah. So our latest follower today is Obi Jim Kenobi, 83. Love that.
Nice.
Okay, so Supreme Phantom coming down. I assume a Spell Pierce sitting around. I don't think this is quite the spot for Fry.
No, get into...
But I do think we can Fire Prophecy here.
Yeah, let's burn some of their counter magic if we can.
Okay, they did not have a counter there, so I'm doing it again. Because they didn't even pause. And we can dump... We have Sokenzan, great. I think we dump out a mountain here and just dump a Stomping Ground into play.
I guess.
I mean, I'm back and forth on it, but...
Yeah, that's probably fine.
There we go. There's the land. Got's a Sailor. Okay. I'm going to take 2.
Yep. Just pass back.
I love that Channel can't be countered. God, that's got to be awkward for them. 2 Lukkas to get through. It's pretty optimal as well.
These spell lands are so good.
I'm just happy they're in the format.
It gives you another reason to be mono and dual color.
Interesting.
So Spell Pierce or nothing is where they're at for the Lukka, which means they probably have a Spell Pierce.
Do we want to push it and force it since we have 2?
Yes, they're not clocking us hard. Hey! Well, well, well.
I don't think we need shield counters against them.
No.
Yes.
Why wouldn't we?
You have a 2-1. I'll trade that. I don't care. You can kill the Lukka and I'll just play another one anyway. No, we will not put it on top. We will put that on the bottom. You can kill Lukka. We still got the 4/4 out of this deal. And you had to blow an Aether Gust on that.
And an entire turn.
Yeah. And we're at 21 life.
Step 1 attack?
Yeah. 5 points at the dome. From Jerome.
From Jerome.
Kanye. For those who remember the Dark Twisted... Was Dark Twisted Fantasy?
My beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
With Jerome Rome?
No. That was on Bound to.
Bound
which was
to.
the last track on... Fuck, what was that record called?
I'm going to put that token on top. You're goddamn right.
Yeah. Yeah, Lukka.
Yeah, fuck it.
Shields are down. What are they going to fucking do?
I mean, they'll be able to kill it, but we get a Titan and a 4/4 again.
Life of Pablo, that's what it was on.
So...
How are they going to kill it? They've got to be able to kill the Titan.
Yeah. Well, they've already burned 2 Aether Gusts on this.
Right.
That's a...
For all we know, it's the same fucking Titan.
Ah, nice. Okay.
That's still kind of a losing proposition.
I think we activate this and then do that.
And then do what?
Another Titan. Because we can just activate this.
Yeah. True. X equals 1.
What you gonna do? Like, all this removal to back up the Titans feels great.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about your Shacklegeist even a little.
This is working well. Bye-bye.
And if you bounce it, I also don't care. I'll just replay the damn lands. Like...
Yeah.
Yes.
See ya, motherfucker.
What are you gonna do, man? There's
All
so
right,
many
that worked
Titans.
pretty well.
That worked really well. So, Mono Blue Spirits. Quick 2-0 against a deck I thought we would 0-2 against.
Yep.
Alright. So 2-0 Golgari fight, 2-0 Mono Blue Spirits, and we are sitting at a proper 2-0 to start in the first 50 minutes. Any adjustments before we run it back?
Not yet.
Alright, let's run it on back. I didn't think this deck would be... I don't know, like, it's so redundant. I think that's why it works so well for a combo deck. Like, Grease Fang, you have to hit both sides of the combo, and this one...
This isn't really a combo deck, though. It's just a really big mid-range deck.
Yeah, with a way to cheat out a turn 3 Titan, which is awesome.
Kind of like, yeah, it feels more like a Reanimator deck, sort of.
Yeah, yeah, it does. Yorion, okay. I am in for Let's Play against Yorion. This is another matchup I really wanted to know what the... I don't know what the dynamics were, you know?
Well, let's...
Turn 3
let's
Titan.
do our goddamn thing.
Turn 3 Titan if they don't answer, so that's where I want to be. Do the damn thing. What's my name?
Perfect.
Shields down. Got it. That was a mistake, Yorion player. You know, it feels good. Titan. Yeah. Dink. We're going to blow up that enchantment.
Yep.
And get a Rhino. So that even if they get rid of one, they don't get to swing through the other. Meanwhile, we'll have a Chariot pretty quickly. Okay, that's potent. Is it potent enough, though? Oh, shit,
Probably,
Agent.
yeah.
Oh, shit, Agent. Oh, no.
Damn it.
So they're also doing a thing that's busted. Got it.
My 7/7. Okay, this is a problem, yes.
I didn't know they were that Yorion deck. Uh-oh.
Shit. That's like the best thing they could... At least we didn't put a fucking shield counter on it.
Oh, God, right? Awkward. Awkward, 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 awkward. Do you have a Lukka to do it again? Because, like, I'm going to play another Titan, and I'm a little worried
Yeah,
now.
but that's what we got to do, because that's 100% of our game plan. We have found the weakness with this deck.
When they take our plan and use it for themselves, yes.
Yeah, when we were discussing Agent of Treachery being the better card. What are they doing playing the better card? Those bastards. Oh, God. Oh, God. Well, maybe they're idiots and they'll flip out the Titan and we'll get it back? No? No.
Not that stupid, it turns out.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, at least we don't have a Titan for them to take. If they take a land, it's actually the worst scenario for us.
Yeah.
But they're probably taking... Come on. Don't... Ah, damn it. Smart. Smart.
Yep.
Alright. Well, it's not looking great for the home team here. But we still have the ability to Careful Cultivate.
Yikes.
Pass it on back. That's okay. I needed to know if there was a go bigger plan, and
this is it.
This is the go biggest plan. Quiet Metal is the name of this player. Oh God, another agent.
Take a land if they're smart. Yeah, this is over.
We can still top deck a land And if they don't have flicker effects or more fire effects, we can get going on the Titan train. And that's, I think, what we play for at this point. It's not great, but it's what we got. So.
Fuck. We're not gonna win, come on.
Now, if we get a Titan, it'll blow up the Shark Typhoon. And we just have to top deck the land for that. And they've already burned out half of their agents here. And it's a 65 card deck, so the odds of them hitting more fires than Lukkas are not super high at this point. Oh, never mind. They get to draw a lot, don't they?
Right.
That's a lot.
They're drawing 7 cards a turn.
That's oh, we didn't get the land, so I'm not even going to pretend there's a path through that.
No.
So there is a way to beat this deck. It involves transforming what we're doing, because what we could do is splash into Naya and play Trostani Discordant. Because it gives you everything back.
That is interesting.
And that would be a kind of a fascinating way to be like, okay, you steal my stuff, but like, no. Now it's all mine again.
That would actually be reasonably easy to do with flippy lands.
Right? Like, I think we could go into Naya and do the Trostani. I'm pretty sure Trostani's in this format, because it's in Historic.
Yes, Trostani's definitely in this format.
I don't know that there's a path through this deck using what we have here.
Trostani, actually, if we were going to do that, would belong in the main deck, in my opinion.
I could see that. So Volt Surge does pretty much
it couldn't be in the main deck because of the whole fucking plan of the deck.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be this simple.
Well, let's fucking try.
We're certainly going to give it the college try here.
Let's fucking try.
It may work, it may not work. If it doesn't work, that's fine. Now we know where we can pivot. And I'm fine if the pivot is, let's go Selesnya.
So then we would be taking out Lukkas and that kind of shit?
No. I just put 4 Trostanis on the sideboard.
Okay, so like maybe we Lukka into them?
Yeah. We just flip the Titans over to Trostanis and we go wide against these decks. And then they don't have the ability to steal anything.
I see.
And that's, I think, what I would do for a game plan. I don't know if it's good enough, but...
It doesn't seem like it.
I don't know. It steals all that shit back and we can still go... I don't know. Let's grab these while we can. I mean, it might just be that this is the go biggest plan and there's no way around it.
I don't think we can go bigger, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The problem with the Yorion Fire's Lukka deck is they have lots of game plans.
True.
I mean, they could also just take forever and... Yeah, I agree with that.
Is it Fire here or is it Kaheera so we have a target for Lukka?
Fire, because we're not playing Lukka next turn anyway.
Fair enough. I will dump a Lair back, I think, here. We've already got plenty of man lands.
Not a Titan.
I'm back and forth. We might need to hard cast, but yeah, fair enough. And yeah, play it.
See, yeah, my concern is that we address one axis of the deck, and then yeah, they've got like planeswalkers. They've got lots of ways to win. They've got their Shark Typhoons.
No Silver Bullet, eh?
No. Sort of the problem with like an 80 card deck that steals your shit.
I think I'm just playing this and ticking it up.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, we could den here, but they're probably going to have something if they discard a Wandering Emperor, right? And I'd rather just...
They'd probably have another Wandering Emperor.
Yeah. Alright. Could still legitimately play that in 2 turns at this point, so... There it is.
Okay, so what they're going to do is Wandering Emperor, make a token, untap, make a Lukka, sack their token to get an agent to steal our Lukka, to sack their agent to steal something else.
Probably. Probably. If they're really classy, they'll have Fires of Invention also.
They're attacking us and
not
Lukka.
Not a good sign. Not a good sign, viewers. Really not a good sign when they do that. And they've got the Kiki to go nuts. Let's give it 1 second to make sure they've got the nut, but, oh, wow.
Yep. Steal Lukka.
And do it again. Let's
sacrifice a samurai.
We'll let them do this for a quick moment just so you can see the nuttiness of how this works.
They're just gonna drool down our chins.
And then they get to untap with a Kiki.
And just steal everything we have. This game is over.
Mine. Yeah, I think we can officially skip this one. This is
this is the unbeatable matchup.
Yeah. If you're wondering what this deck loses to, Jeskai Yorion is it.
And I kind of doubt that putting in the Trostanis fixes this problem. I think we just lose to this.
0-2, and I'll put a little asterisk here that just says not even close. that is as far from winnable.
Not a prayer. And that's back to Jund and Tron.
Yeah.
They go bigger. Like we could devote the build of our deck and the sideboard to beating it, but if we're going to do that, we just build a different deck completely.
Let's take a quick look. Oh, we can't even play Tristani, I don't think, with Kaheera.
Correct.
Right, because Dryad. So that's something we could debate as an answer, but I think you're right. Even if we play 4 of these, now we're not playing Titan, really. We're cheating out something at a 5-drop with 5 and 4 mana.
Yeah, we're now a very shitty version of our own deck, so it allows them to slow down and focus on something else.
Which they can do, because that deck is set up with all the engines, all the advantage. So, that's the unwinnable matchup. That's the go biggest plan. That's a deck that, I guess if you're looking to cheat something into play and Agent of Treachery is your flavor, that's a good way to go. I would probably run Spirits into that meta, frankly. Like the good build, not the build we just played against 2 matches ago. Because borrowers do a lot of work against Agent of Treacheries, even if they get them out, and they have to get them through Geist Lights, Lofty Denials, and they still have to get through Slip Out the Backs, too. Like, there's a lot here that says fuck you to that deck.
I kind of wonder, and this is something that would be, I don't know if it would make sense to do it on the stream, because it would be maybe perhaps kind of time-consuming, but combining that Yorion deck with this Lukka deck.
So you want Temur? That is the other way you can go with this. I've seen Temur builds where instead of Titan you have Agent at the top and you run everything else the same.
But then be able to sideboard into Titan.
I think I'd start with Titan in the main and sideboard into Agent, frankly, because Titan is such a house against everything that isn't an Agent deck, right? But if you're playing against an Agent deck, are you just going to war with Agent v Agent? And is that a war you can win against a deck with Yorion?
See, this is the problem with Yorion, is if you're the only one playing Yorion,
right,
it's great. If anyone else plays Yorion and you have to play against each other, then it's like meeting yourself when you travel through time and the universe just ends because it sucks so much. Yeah, that is like playing Yorion is always a trap because you'll eventually play a mirror match and then you'll both just want to off yourselves.
So for those just joining us, we are sitting at 2-1. We beat the crap out of Golgari fight rigging. We weirdly beat the crap out of Mono Blue Spirits, and then we got our asses handed to us by a Jeskai Yorion Agent of Treachery deck, and it wasn't close. Wasn't close. That deck just beats the shit out of it.
Let's play it a couple more with this and see what else is out there.
Yeah, we're in Diamond. We're having some fun. We're at Diamond Tier 3.
We've played 3 matches. We've seen 3 completely different decks.
Doing very different things. I like that I'm seeing Mono Blue Spirits and Yorion, though. That tells me that Yorion, the churn, has gone from let's play Niv Mizzet to what beats that, which should be... We're going
bigger.
Yeah, it should be an Agent of Treachery deck that's just like, yeah, fuck that. And then the churn from that is let's play Mono Blue Spirits and beat the crap out of Yorion.
Correct. So if people are leaning into blue right now, and the blue matchup that we had earlier is representative of the matchup that we have in general,
sure,
then I do like this deck for right now.
But what we're seeing and what I like about this format is there's churn and there's matchups that are... I like that there are some black and white kind of matchups where, like, this isn't going to beat some of these decks. But I'll be damned if I lose to a cat oven.
So, do we Couriers here?
I usually just hold for Careful Cultivation. And my reasoning for that is I want them to do that. Because they don't have any sack outlets right now. So we just get Titan on board.
So we just get it.
Yeah, we just get it and they don't get to play around it because it's on their end step. And this is going to feel really good against Mayhem Devil when I blow up the Trail of Crumbs. All right, so
make a Rhino.
Oh yeah, shields don't matter here at all.
No, not at all.
But they lose their advantage engine. We put 11 power on the board on turn 3.
Yep.
And we have the ability to do it again. Okay, maybe not. But still, they got to deal with all of this. So yeah, you can Fatal Push out that. But how are you dealing with the 7/7? Okay, so there's no cat there to go nuts, and that plus Courier's Briefcase seems pretty fun.
Maybe start by just attacking?
Yeah. I think we just push right into them and see what they do. Taking 11. Okay.
Dope.
Do we do Couriers? Well,
I'm in favor of dropping a land and just playing Fable.
Okay, we'll hold up Volt Surge.
As we are now presenting a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And they have right now to deal with it, and that's it.
Yeah. And we can still do Couriers into Volt Surge on our next turn. And they don't know about the Volt Surge, they only know about Fable and Couriers. So, shout out to the individual sitting on Twitter. God, I really should remember the names of these things. That ended up giving me the idea to run Volt Surge instead of just random shit. Because of all the weird mini combos with Couriers, Esikas, Fable treasure tokens. Definitely paying off. Definitely paying dividends there.
Hearses here.
Hearses? Okay.
For the cats.
Does it actually get rid of them? Or do they just sack in response and...
Well, you just sit and you wait. I guess if they have multiple ovens, I don't know.
It gets weird. But I'm okay with running a couple of these, right? And against them, what do we not like? It's probably the Surges, frankly.
Right. Well, especially because we can bring in red caps.
True. Do we have room for that?
They are better than Fire Prophecies.
Are they?
Less mana?
Okay.
It's a slight upgrade, which is telling me that we maybe have too much removal.
Sure.
When we're now in the sideboard upgrading our removal incrementally.
Yeah, we've got some free slots, I think, to fuck around with in the sideboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. That's a good sign, to have extra room sitting in the sideboard. That's where I want to be this early in the testing. So was that was Jund Oven. So Jund Cat Oven is still around. I suppose that is also not a bad call against these Yorion decks that are trying to steal stuff, where you're just like, nah, I got Witch's Oven.
Kind of, sort of, but the Yorion decks will go bigger and win eventually.
True. So I'm dumping Castle Garenbrig into play first. Yeah, take the Lukka. And Worthy Brave. I mean, it depends on what you want to do here. The Hearse. Interesting. We'll toss that into play since it's our only way to get a green source, and then we'll go into Den from there and see what they do. There's the oven.
So we're braiding it.
Yeah, we can wait till their turn though, right?
Why?
Just in case. I want to see what they do. More information. No reason to hit it on ours. Now, do we hit Witch's Oven into red cap? Or is that just leaving us open to the Corvolt scenario? Is it better to just abrade the devil?
Yeah, we abrade the devil.
And keep the red cap for that?
Yeah.
I agree. Okay.
Yeah, let's not die to Corvold.
Yeah. So they can't get Corvold next turn, so we'll dump a Kaheera into our hand unless we top deck like a Fable or something. Yeah. Let's just dump Kaheera into hand. And we need that green mana there. Thoughtseize, that should take Lukka. And I'll play Kaheera and keep Red Cap melee back. That's fine by me.
It's action.
It's action. We got Den coming up here for more action.
And it looks like opponent doesn't have action right now.
Yeah.
I suppose the argument perhaps for...
Jesus. Alright. Really? And there's a Den sitting there? Interesting.
Huh.
Do we risk... No, I don't risk the Corvold here. I'm passing and then dumping that on the end step because...
I agree.
Will also allow us to get a Titan off the top.
I agree. And if we don't get the Titan, then we can start attacking.
Yeah. But more importantly, that 4/4 just cannot be the end game, or else we're going to lose.
Corvold is the one way they can possibly go bigger than us.
Yeah.
As long as we keep them from going bigger than us or completely suppressing our game, we will win.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That still leaves us open to the Corvold, but it's a 7/7. I think we do it. It blows up the Witch's Oven. And it gives us a Rhino.
Yeah, I think this time it's worth it.
Oh, right. Castle does that. Nice. Oh, we should have tapped differently.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to auto-tap the castle there, nor did I see the castle, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't think we need a shield counter.
No.
We just want the 4/4 here. Let's get that off the board. Let's get the army rolling. Yeah, the shield counter wouldn't have worked anyway. Cool. And we get a basic land, so we'll take that and keep Corvold from being an issue. See, it worked out. Sort of.
Attack, I guess.
Yeah, whatever. 1 point of damage is 1 point of damage. Yeah, fuck it.
Assassins. Oh man, just in the nick of time to get rid of that oven.
Right? Stop that little combo from going everywhere. Okay.
So, yeah.
Then
Attack with the things.
yeah, you've got a cat, and we've got 10 power almost? 9 power right there. That's pretty good. And a Lair.
Yep. It's one of the other things I like a lot about the two-color version of this deck is the number of utility lands you get away with.
Okay. I don't think we have any artifacts or enchantments for them to hit. Never mind. Let's just win games. Right?
Yeah.
This seems better than denning again.
Yes, it definitely is.
We're gonna Lukka away that, so let's use
Why?
it.
Why not Lukka away the goblin that doesn't tap for mana?
That's a fair point. Well, we can't swing with that anyway, so let's go this route. No goblin.
Ho goblin.
Okay. 4/4, and we'll do a shield counter this time because they don't have cards in hand. And I think we can do this and just swing at with the den.
Hell yeah.
Like put on all the pressure.
Hell yeah.
Like even if they have a Corvold, I don't think it's quick enough now.
Not anymore.
If they want to block the 1/1, that's fine. I don't think we're losing game 1. Or is this game 2?
This is game 2.
Good lord.
This is game 2.
Yeah. Alright, so, Jund, Cat Oven. We found a deck that beats the crap out of it. That feels good.
That was predictable, I think, because
We go bigger.
We go bigger. We gotta worry about Corvold, but that's it. Other than them getting a strong start and just running over us, which is almost impossible because that deck is so slow.
It is. It's a very slow deck. Let's just see what's in this little thing. Anything fun? Getaway card? Nope. Moving along.
You probably crafted all the fun stuff already.
I'm pretty sure it did.
I was actually a little bit proud of you that it didn't just automatically go gems. Oh wow, look at that! You had some restraint.
You didn't spend $200 this time when the set dropped. Just a hundo. Going up against Icarus. Will they fly too close to the sun? We shall find out. No red sources is rough.
Quite rough.
I think we mold that, because this is kind of already a mold of 6.
Yep.
Mold of 5 it will be. Yep. Well, they're already at 6. I don't feel as bad. I like Magic a lot better when both of us mulligan. Okay.
So toss a Surge and...
Probably 2 Surges.
Agree.
Yeah.
100%.
We've got the ability to do some stuff.
Mountain first.
Yeah. Yeah. What you gonna do? Okay. I think we want to hold this back.
Agree.
And just get there.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to get that turn 3 Chariot if we can, with the possibility of turn 3 Titan off the top. That's a fucking... Oh, god damn it.
They're doing Lotus Field.
Yeah, we're Fire Prophecying. But on our turn, we're going to do this first.
Yeah.
I don't know how channel works with triggered, so I'm just doing it now.
It doesn't, but yeah.
I don't know. I just get worried, so this is happening.
just not gonna get.
Oh god.
Yeah, they got it. Still gotta kill it.
So maybe that was a reason to kill it.
Yeah. Yep. ETB trigger on the stack, kill it, and then they gotta sack their lands.
Shoulda waited. That's on us.
Well, lesson learned.
We can't even Chariot, it'll counter it.
We do need to kill it now, though.
Yeah. So, tapping there.
Why? Because this way we can...
Because I'm still going to do that. And I don't think I'm dumping anything else back. Maybe it's a Fire Prophecy. I don't know.
They might play another.
But we got to get to the combo if we want to win, right?
If they play another one of those, it's not going to...
I guess does Chariot do enough that it matters here?
Yes, it means they have to do things.
Okay. Then let's just keep it like this for a second, because I do want the ability to get Lukka off the top too. Which that enables for us. Okay. It feels like I'm playing into a Wrath, but like at the same time, we've got to enable our best top deck scenario. And we can go this route so that we can hold up Fire Prophecy still.
Sure.
If we're going to do that, I'm dumping this for green and doing it that way. So that way, Spell Pierce randomly. I don't remember what this list runs with Lotus Field, but I know there's some number of counters typically. Lotus Field. Strict Proctor. I'm happy that this deck exists, but every time I get wrecked by it, I'm just like, ugh.
Discontinuity.
Yeah, it's a thing. That's a hell of a card. All right.
Super cool deck.
Yeah. Oh, the build's fire. I just get wrecked by it.
It's one of those decks where, like, it's not really a good deck, but every time you get matched up against it, you feel nervous.
Yeah. Let's dump that in hand. I don't think we play it yet, right? This is such a... Like, they can literally activate Hall right now.
Correct.
So I feel like we're just passing.
Yeah.
Like,
perhaps play the land.
Don't we want to dump it back with Fire Prophecy, probably?
We might need to cast Titans.
That's a fair point.
And we might get swept.
That's a fair point. All right. And we can Fire Prophecy Kaheera back, which is probably more likely to happen.
The problem with doing that is that then it's in the library.
At the bottom.
At the bottom?
Yeah, it goes to the bottom.
Okay, that's good.
We don't have shuffle effects. I don't think. Trying to.
Well, we do. It's called Transmogrify and Lukka.
Those don't shuffle. Those exile off the top.
Okay.
So we're good on those. If they Field of Ruins us, we'll feel real silly. But if they have it all, they have it all. You know. Maybe they disconnected and that's how we beat Icarus. I don't know.
Are they gonna? But what is that? Arcane Sanctum? Is that the reliquary? No maximum hand size. Do you really think they're playing that and Field?
No, it's usually one or the other. And this
but you never know. They might just be greedy as hell because this is the greed deck.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Opponent sure is thinking hard though.
It's sure disconnecting harder.
Maybe. Remember, they can activate.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna bet at all on them disconnecting. I think they did, but like, I'm not betting it. I'm not betting the house on it. Mostly, I'm just thanking my lucky stars that they haven't played a Teferi yet and ended this game, because that usually does it. Okay, they didn't disconnect. And now we just sit and stare at each other. You go. You have counters, we have nothing to do. We have a bit of a weakness to these decks. Oh my. Where's... Well, you're a thing. Let's play you. Show me discontinuity number 2. Alright, well there's that.
How would I like to refuse?
I know. We can swing for 2, can't we?
Yes, we can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but the hull's tapped. Yeah!
Yep.
Yeah. Absorb only gained you 1 life, motherfucker.
Yeah!
Ugh. Maybe we'll top deck some Titans. I don't know. We can play them now. We don't have to cheat them. Really? 7? Okay.
It is a race that they win.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't expect to see them play. I guess they're holding up Absorb still.
Yes.
That's pretty brutal.
Woof.
Okay. just gonna do things and stuff.
Attack for 1.
Yeah. I'm putting them to 20, bitch.
Yeah.
Take it.
Eat it.
Chandra feels good here.
Yes, Chandra would be fine.
Oh, my. Icarus, Icarus, Icarus. What led to you being so untrusting? Is it the sun?
Show us that counterspell.
Whatever.
How do you want to do it? Discontinuity would be good. Okay.
Shield. Right now.
Yes.
Shield and pressure. Still putting it there.
Yes. We're not attacking into a hall.
But I wants to. They should have a Wrath, but at least we keep the Titan. Unless they go Wrath, Wrath. Well, that's better. Fucking wrecked.
God damn it.
No.
Oh.
The Kaheera.
Let's scoop it up.
Fuck no. I want to see what they do. I want to see how they're winning. Show me Teferis. Show me anything.
They have their win condition right there. It's Hall.
Well, we still get one more turn. And I'm taking it, goddammit. We might have a shot. So Fire Prophecies will get to stay in. Fucking Farewells. Goddamn. Fire Prophecy stays in for the stupid little proctors.
Yep.
But Volt Surges will get sighted out. Chandra probably goes ham.
Yep.
Give me not a land. That won't do it. Alright.
So, I don't think it would have mattered, but there we could have Fire Prophesied the Hall just to be able to discard our other Fire Prophecy and maybe get action.
You wanted to Fire Prophecy a Hall.
It was, yeah, on their turn, so we could have Fire Prophesied to pay
the ward to
the
try
ward
and get a little
to
bit
resolve
more.
And get rid of the Fire Prophecy, and maybe we go runner. That's what
Sure.
I'm saying.
So this is where I think a piece of the board can shift, because what we want here is 2 more of these, basically.
Yeah, I agree. In the meantime, I don't think we'll ever use Voltage Surge, but who knows, maybe they'll have an artifact for us to abrade, or we can bring in the Hearse and start exile. I like that. Exile and graveyard cards and just have one more threat.
Yeah. Yeah, the other option would be Fry for Teferi.
That's not bad either, actually.
I'm back and forth, right?
Well, let's do that, because they are going to Teferi. And the Fire Prophecy, or the Fry, also kills the stupid little thing.
So I think for the future, though, the card that can get cut from the sideboard, probably one A Crow and War can go.
Definitely.
For a Chandra. And then it's either another A Crow and War, or it's like a Friar and a Braid. Maybe it's a red cap. I don't know. I struggle to cut too much on the lower end. It might just be another A Crow and War. This is cuter than it is good, probably.
I would just keep cutting them, yeah.
And just get 2 more Chandras and go up to 4.
The problem with the Crone War is, like, they have to be winning, but not by too much, you know?
Right. I could see 1, maybe. Because it's cute and fight rigging exists, and this is a house against that deck. It's a 1 sideboard slot acknowledgement that we're going to play fight rigging. And it would have been good in a lot, basically at any point during those games.
Because we did win them handily.
The first one, yeah. The second one was a lot tighter. I think they made a lot of mistakes on the blocks. Sure.
I've seen worse.
I've seen worse. Yep. But if we're going to play against decks like this, Chandra, yeah. Unless they're going to play Agent of Treachery, Chandra's the truth and the light. I'm just Couriers here. Like, we don't have the turn thing anyway, so I'd rather just get damage and then drop it hot. So that's a Doomscar. But we can...
Just get after it.
Yeah, we can do the turn 3 into the Titan with a shield counter.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, crackers? Deck's okay. Deck's okay. It's not amazing, it's not terrible.
It's got a lot of promise, though.
Yeah. Like, you get to do this. This feels pretty good. Yeah, let's make you Wrath. And we keep our 7/7 and we dump a Chariot into play. Yeah.
Do they have the Doomscar? The Doomscar won't do a shitload here anyway.
No, shield counter and a 4/4 go off, but we keep going.
Okay.
That's pretty good against shield counters. Okay. Well,
That's fine. It'll lose its shield counter, and we'll just keep attacking.
I'm actually tempted to leave it back and just smack with a 4/4.
No, it's got trample.
That's true. That does put a lot of pressure on them. Wow, they didn't even block to get the shield counter off? What the fuck?
They've got plans.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
Let's get that Esika's Chariot down.
Is it that, or do we play this on their end step so we can go this into Lukka if they wipe the board somehow?
If they wipe the board on 4 mana, we'll still have a Chariot.
I'm guessing what they're going to do is Wandering Emperor Exile. Because that gets around the shield, right? So if they're going to do that, we need to get another one into play ASAP.
Fair enough.
And that's my guess. Because if we get another one into play, we bounce out this wedding announcement, which I also like doing. Wedding announcement in a deck with Farewell. Seems weird. Whatever. Let's see what they do. I will do a little smacky smack before we move further. Yeah, we just attack here and see what they do.
Attack with those biggins.
Let's see the Wandering Emperor, then we'll Lukka and deal with the rest of this shit. Come on. You know you want to.
Wow, do they just not have it?
I don't know, but Farewell costs more mana than they can play, so I'm doing this. Enforcing the counter. Gotta have it. Or else we're going to blow up that wedding announcement and you're still 1 mana short of the Farewell, no matter what you do on your turn.
Yeah.
And that means I can get another Shielded Titan to go through, so Wrath doesn't do shit. Okay.
Why did you think that fucking long to absorb Lukka?
It wants it, precious.
Are they just listening through the stream? They're like, oh wow, maybe I should counter it then. Oh fuck, you've got another one still.
Alright, I guess we run it back and do that again. I don't know, is there anything that needs to change?
I don't think so.
Like, wedding announcement doesn't really change what we're doing here.
No.
Fuck it. Keep it rolling.
No, I'm looking forward to being able to have those 4 Chandras on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a point that we definitely want. Against all these decks with all these absorbs, just no, doesn't matter. Take 1 every turn. We can play this game all day long.
Are we 4-1 now?
Right now we're sitting at 3-1. We win this, we'll be at 4-1. Blue-white Lotus Field. That's not great, but it fixes itself.
Oh, that's good enough. Yeah, that's just fine.
Right? Like, it fixes itself. It's got a lot of tokens. The man lands are spells. I think we can go this route first.
Oh, yeah.
And then just Lair, and then Rockfall Vale into Fable. We'll have a couple more lands, and we have a Sokenzan that we can channel. I'm pretty okay with that plan. There's the problem with Lair, though. Just wants me to activate it all the time.
It's my least favorite of the creature lands because of that.
I've had less competitive scenarios where I've just, on my turn, just been like, nope, turn it into a creature just so I can move on and not deal with shit. It's like, I'm not doing anything, fuck it. Alright, Fable. Time to do some fixing. Also, time to make wedding announcement look like a little bitch. My favorite thing Fable does. I haven't seen a Boros deck with both of these yet. Is that around? Is that a thing in Standard?
Why, though? They don't complement each other well.
They're terrible to each other.
No. They're not terrible to each other.
Okay, we don't really need Fire Prophecy or one of these mountains, right?
Agreed.
We just need a little more action like that.
Like that.
So they should have Absorb. And that can go down.
Let's attack into their shit anyway.
Yeah. Well, if they're willing to trade this, perfect. If they don't, it could be interesting. Really? Just like that. Come on. You double block or you don't block here. There's no reason to do it this way. You're just giving me more time to get more treasure. Do we dump an Esika's Chariot post-combat?
That's what I'm thinking, unless...
That's fine.
Yeah, for sure now.
Yeah. Okay. They didn't have the thing I thought they'd have to counter it, because that went down without a hitch at all.
Or,
but
see, that might be the other thing, though, is that maybe they have the absorb or whatever it is, and they're just like, well, I've got to save it for the big deal stuff.
No, I mean it went through without even a pause. So whatever they had, it had nothing to do with that. It makes me wonder if what they had was like a test of talents where it counters, you know, sorcery, but like, if so, why?
Maybe they just hit spacebar really quick.
Just autoed through the turn.
I've done it, dude. I've done it. Like, I've had stuff where I didn't want them to know, and I just like sit there and be like, bam, bam, bam.
Oh, that feels like a mistake.
A Lotus Field turn?
Yeah, but they lost 2 untapped sources to do it. They didn't even use the mana.
They needed to make a land drop.
Feels weird and wrong, but interesting. So they're going to get a farewell out, right? And that's what we should expect.
That is what we should expect.
So really, we're just trying to push here.
Yeah, I'm in favor of, crewing that with the Kiki and one of the cats.
And smacking that face in.
After making a land drop and activating the land. Yeah, make that thing a 3/3 and just come cracking in.
I don't know if I do that because we can channel this on their end step after they blow everything and then transmogrify immediately.
That is pretty good, although this also gives us the chance to maybe they don't do that and then we can just drop the land, activate the layer, and transmogrify the layer as an alternative, but we also get to push more damage right now.
So we can make it a 3/3?
Yep, we can make it a 3/3 without losing, or we can make it a 4/4.
They should have marches in this deck, though. And that could be real awkward.
It could be.
Fuck it, let's make them use it, though. Let's make it a 3/3.
Yeah.
We need to be able to potentially hardcast a
Not take
Titan.
it for granted that they're going to fare well, but this pushes it hard.
Yeah. Darth 0, hold for Crucible. Crucible, what Crucible? What are you talking about, Crucible?
Yeah, what's Crucible?
Yeah. I'm not sure I understand what the...
Is it like the Dragon Crucible thing?
I don't know. Lab IT guy, we are playing against... Oh, right, it gets the artifact we could have hit for 1 more point. Whatever. I'm just charioting again and applying this pressure and playing the Sokenzan.
Oh, the red land.
Yeah.
Oh, he calls Sokenzan Crucible. I get it.
Oh. Hold for Crucible. Yeah.
Well, we don't want to do this right now, though?
What, Sokenzan? We can play it now.
Well, we could have transmogrified.
How?
We could have played the Sokenzan, used 2 mana to activate the Hydra land, and then transmogrified it.
Oh, no. I'm not as into that, actually, because this still applies a shitload of pressure, and I want to be able to hardcast this, potentially. And if we do that, we're just messing with our ability to do that next turn. So, I get the point, though. Okay, so that's probably a Doomscar. Fine with that. Let's crew it up and roll, I think.
Yes.
Do we want to Fable? Probably not. Probably not. I think we're just...
Pre-combat, we do nothing but crew.
Yeah, we crew and roll, see what they do. If they want to dump out a Wandering Emperor, so be it. Lab IT guy, we are playing against blue-white Lotus Field Control. What you gonna do?
With all that junk.
All that junk inside that settle the wreckage? I'm very okay with that. You get 1 thing and we get a land for our Titan. Cool.
We only get 1.
Yeah, whatever. Still cool. And they used all their mana to do that, so we just do this.
Yep, let's tighten up Titan.
Oops. Let's get the tapped one. Let's not be sloppy.
For posterity's sake.
Let's not be sloppy. Let's blow up this wedding announcement, right?
Yes,
and
yes,
a shield counter.
Yeah. It'll make their other wedding announcements better.
Right. And we just want a shield counter on the Titan. If they have the farewell, so be it. Like, the 4/4 wasn't going to be a big enough difference there.
No.
Oh, Icarus. What are you plotting with that Lotus Field? Just sitting there. Always another farewell.
All right, well, goodbye.
The nice thing is we get to go Fable into Transmogrify immediately, or we can just play a Titan.
I think we just play a Titan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Have another one. And if you Teferi, we're killing it. how many Titans have we played? 1? And we still have the ability to get the other 2. This is, again, why you play 4 fucking Titans. Because sometimes these matches get grindy enough that you have to do all 4. And, okay.
Is that the 3rd farewell?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, it is. Okay. Fable into Lukka.
Yep.
Guess what farewell doesn't hit? Lukka. Do it again. You only get 1 more farewell, and even if you do it, I'm gonna get another Titan.
This is hilarious.
Back and forth,
nuh-uh,
baby.
Nuh-uh! Nuh-uh!
And that Lair of the Hydra is starting to look real good here.
Yes, it is.
We're not far off of that being just its own lethal little threat rolling through. What you gonna do?
Die, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die.
I mean, we've played through 3 farewells. I'm already proud of this deck.
Yeah, and a settle.
And a settle. That's a whole lot of wrath and a whole lot of anger. Let's see.
Yeah, you think hard, Icarus.
What you gonna do?
Have 6 sleeves.
Those are pretty sick. No means no dot sleeve.
Yeah.
I like ours better. Dumb derpy dog. Yeah.
They suit the deck well.
Yeah. It's very much a deck of panting and just crapping out stuff.
Yep.
Wherever it feels like.
Stupid, loyal, and consistent.
Yes. Derp dog dot deck. Alright. So they made the land drop. That puts them up to, what, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
I'm wondering if this is the phase of the game where they know they're fucked and they're trying to think their way out of it somehow.
I mean, if they have an agent, it's pretty good here. It's not backbreaking for us yet, but it's still
Yeah, but you
really
wouldn't have
good.
to think forever. Like, oh, agent, take the big fucking 7/7.
So I'm dumping out a Fire Prophecy and leaving these 2.
Leaving the Transmogrify?
I mean, we have 1 more Titan to grab. You're right.
We have a Lukka on the... Yeah.
Yeah, we already have Lukka. We have 1 more to grab. Let's just get going. Because sometimes that happens too.
Exactly.
So
they might have a settle.
yes. We could do Kaheera? No.
I'm in favor
Lair.
of...
And a Rhino.
Yep, activate the layer all the way to the top for what we can do.
And I'm going to play another layer.
Yep,
so I'm not
exactly.
fucking with it.
And
All
then
right.
just leave our...
So that's 6. Yeah.
Yeah, leave our Titan back.
Yep. Just sits there like a big dumb Titan that it is. And we love it for that. Show me settle. What? What?
Yeah,
Oh no.
interesting. Yeah.
Hullbreaker Horror. Oh god. This is awkward.
Beast? Shield counter? Yeah. Well, if they're going to bounce it,
Right.
let's keep playing it.
But do we get the token then?
Yeah, we got to overwhelm the board. It's not like they can cast a million spells.
That's true. Okay. Can we can we beat the Hullbreaker Horror?
If they
don't know.
farewell and bounce their own Hullbreaker Horror, I think they're going to get it.
If they have the 4th farewell, yes. Wow, what a play that would be. That'd be so cool.
That'd be a really smart play, too.
But if they don't, then Fable's about to go nuts with Titan.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to bounce that, which gives us value when we replay.
Yep.
Yeah, basically, the only thing they can bounce that doesn't give us value is the Rhino. We don't really care about Lukka at this point.
It gives us value by not being a valuable thing that gets bounced. Okay. Strict Proctor is a fucking problem.
Sort of. Not when we have this much mana. We can pay for the triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay,
So that's
yeah.
the trigger. I don't know if it triggers. It's twice? Is that 2 triggers?
I think it's
Choose 2. One
one
trigger.
trigger.
Okay. So do we replay here?
Yes.
Because if they have a counter, it's pretty rough. But like we just got to force all of these things.
Yep.
That's the way to go over the top of Titan. That's spicy.
The problem is though that deck is full of all these really expensive spells that are basically sorcery speed.
Yeah. What I really want to draw is Chandra here.
Yeah.
Because that would give us inevitability in this match.
Yes.
And they'd waste all their time dealing with Titans.
That's part of why I like it so much in the board here.
Yeah.
Because even if you draw it and you give them an emblem and they kill it somehow, you get another one. Now they have 2 emblems, and that's going to add up quick enough.
Right. Bye-bye, T-Guy. Would be funny if you accidentally tapped the Lair to activate itself. Definitely done that. Chandra of the Awakened Inferno, I think is the name of this one.
Big, fat, uncounterable Chandra. I don't remember what it's called.
The biggest, the fattest, the uncounterable-list. Sure are doing more things with Titan here.
Probably on Kiki.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not taking it up. This game might go long. And that's 3 cards, and none of them can be cast with it. So I'm just leaving it at 1 forever.
Are we out of Titans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's the end of the Titans.
What is Lukka's ultimate, though?
Each creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. Yeah, but we're going to have to tick it up 6 times.
Yeah, you're right.
And
We'll deck ourselves first.
We will deck ourselves, and they'll just bounce it on the last one anyway.
Yep.
We can't swing with Titan here, so we're just passing it back.
Yep.
But if Kiki goes online, we get to go kind of nuts with Titan and swinging.
Yes.
So that's what we're aiming for, is forcing them to deal with it. And they've only got a few cards. So we've got a shot here. Bye-bye T-Guy. Yeah, I lost that card today. Didn't know it existed. Yeah, the first time you get wrecked by it, it's quite a thing. Okay, so they're going to blow up a shield counter and bounce back a Titan. And give us the ability to draw towards Chandra. That seems like a bad move all around. I mean, I get that they gotta kill that, but I would have just bounced it probably with the shield counter on it.
I would have bounced it as well.
I mean, like, even if you have 2 pieces of removal, I also wouldn't be bouncing the Titans. I'd be bouncing these tokens, because we can just go wide with this shit. At a certain point, I'm just gonna start swinging with 4/4s.
We're getting very close to that point.
Maybe they Doomscar now. Yeah, Doomscar would be pretty good. They'd bounce the whole breaker, just Doomscar, and then let's see. Would they have
replay a Titan?
Yeah, well, actually, I don't know if we replay Titan or just swing with Lair for damn near lethal.
Yeah, that's a good point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Eventually, you're
7.
right.
Like, I would swing with Lair because we get 8 points, and then any Chandra off the top is almost lethal immediately, right?
Yep. Yeah, I like our odds. We're getting very close to inevitability. That's a fucking problem.
That's a big problem.
Well, now I want to cast Farewell.
Right. That's... I mean, our Titans have reach, but they got to stay on the board.
If we draw Chandra, we can just kill that, though.
Yeah. So it's Fable and Titan, probably. Do we have enough mana to do it? Well, probably draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mana. Okay. We've got to keep this from attacking, right?
We do have reach creatures that are enormous. I think we
One.
I think we play the other one.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Maybe Transmogrify their trawler. That is an option, but it's not a great one.
That's an interesting option.
We are unfortunately past the point of no return on that one. But it might be a thing. It's definitely a weird board state. We can't swing in. If we do this, they can discard a card to give it hexproof, and then if they have any action, they just bounce, smack through, and then we're fucked.
Yeah.
There's even odds we're fucked anyway, because Dream Trawler is a hell of a card here.
This is an interesting game.
It's definitely the battle of the big, fat, dumbest creatures. Hullbreaker is what let them stay in it.
We have been seeing a lot of big, dumb decks today.
Yeah.
I think it's time to get nimble.
Mono Blue's probably where I'd go. See, they go Titan, Titan, right? Let's see if they're smart enough to pull it, but they should be going Titan, Titan here, and then smacking with Dream Trawler. And yeah, Mono Blue should tear this deck apart. Okay, Dream Trawler hits through. Oh yeah, now you gotta hit Lukka, otherwise I can just flip stuff back into play here. And Transmogrify now matters. I don't know. Mono blue is probably the answer to a lot of this. Your Rakdos mid matchup's not good, but
that deck's being forced out right now.
Yeah.
Rakdos mid is what we pick back up after people are getting back onto the Nimble plan.
Yeah. Do we have any way to deal with this shit? That is a problem.
No. No, we don't.
Like, I think they've got us in a soft lock at this point because of Hullbreaker Horror.
I think the best thing we could do is send everything at Teferi and then try and cast shit.
Yeah, I agree. Let's trade and kill a Teferi. Okay. They're letting that happen. So you're saying there's a chance.
Play a Titan.
Well, there's other ways to get Titan. And that gives us... Well, fuck, they have this. You know what? We're killing that. We're starting there, because that's 2 mana on everything we do forever.
Yeah.
And we're not doing that.
I guess... What do we put back? The Courier?
Yeah, we don't need this. Actually, we can put this, because we can get more ways to get it out still. No?
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't want to count on having, like, more cards to do more things.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. Let's... hexproof.
They have exactly 1
They
card.
have exactly 1 card.
We could do this, they'll do the card for Hexproof, then we fry it? Like if we Transmogrify
Yeah,
it?
let's see. Let's see.
Let's see if they fall for it. This is a weird line. I'm in for it anyway, because they should.
Or they, like, just get another Hullbreaker Horror and we shit ourselves and die.
I'm fine for that too.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Let's see what happens.
This is a wild game. I just want to see what they do. At a certain point, you just gotta know.
It's weird because the Transmogrify asked you, like, are you sure you want to do it on your creatures? You pointed at their creature, like, yeah, seems legit. Okay, let's kill it. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, now we have a chance.
Oh, this feels good. We did it. We did it. We lived the dream. Yeah, I'm drawing.
Yeah?
I don't give a shit. I'm doing this right now. All the Titans, baby.
Okay. Okay.
They can hit for 14 here.
This is the weirdest end game I've seen in a long time.
Oh my god, I can't believe
this is like a top deck war, but we have all these awesome cards in play.
They're hitting for 14. Okay. And we can hit back for 12, get a Titan.
Gain life.
Gain life, yeah. Yeah. That helps.
Yep, let's Garen big.
Yep. That'll work. Titan time. And so probably a 4/4. We don't care about the shield counters here.
They haven't mattered yet.
Yep. And I'm dumping out a Fable.
I agree.
And we're smacking for 12.
Yes. Wow, what a game.
What a game. I don't know if we win or lose this, but what a game.
It's been hard to tell for a long time.
I really thought we were fucked with the Dream Trawlers and
I know,
Teferis.
man.
Oh god. I'm glad we didn't scoop.
Yeah.
What a game.
I think we now know that Transmogrify is live removal.
Yeah.
Or it would only just get another one of those 1/3s. God
Bounces
damn
back.
it. Yeah, there's that play.
Okay. Okay, except if I remember correctly, they have to have removal or Lair kills them now.
Good point.
And they don't have enough to recast that, even
do
if they
not.
play a land. So do we go for it with Lair or do we do Titan?
We go for it with Lair.
Can we do both, actually? And
Well, we only need to do Lair to 4. We don't discard, I don't think. Because if that fails, we could Esikas.
yeah, we do Lair and then we can Esikas if we need to. Although, if we get a land because of Castle, can we get all the way there?
Well, we start with Lair, because that might win right now.
No, I'm saying if we do this and we discard it and we get a land,
With opponent at 4, I think
Esikas is worth
yeah,
keeping.
Esikas could be the thing that wins us the game.
All right, let's start with, do you have the out? And if so, we'll play Esikas to make sure we don't have an issue. Got the removal? Yes, they did. All right.
Okay, there's the Fateful Absence.
And Esikas it is. There's pressure.
And the game continues.
What a wild game.
What a wild game.
What you gonna do? Okay, so they're keeping Hullbreaker just chilling. What was the Foretold card? It was Doomscar.
Yeah.
That was what kept him in the game. Alright.
So we...
Crew up the Chariot and smack. They dump that down, block.
We put Kaheera in our hand. Right? And then crew the Chariot with Kaheera and Kiki, and then smack with everything else.
But then we don't get to play Titan.
We don't, but then we have all those bodies coming at them, and their vigilance, and they're bigger, and we made another. Like, it's so much more of a problem. They can't just block their way out of this.
True. They're going to have a lot of interaction right now. And we still have... Let's see, Fire Prophecy, that's interesting. Alright. And we get to draw, too. Fire Prophecy and draw. And we're getting close to Chandra does what it needs to do to win the whole game. So...
Yes.
Gonna have Hullbreaker and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Well, shit, they're gonna have Hullbreaker and a thing.
Well, they don't have enough mana for that. 'Cause one blocker won't do it here.
One March. If they have March, they're in the game.
Do they have enough? Because they...
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold that back for March. March one of the cat tokens.
That's what it would take, yep.
And if they have that, the game continues.
The game
but they
would
still
continue.
Haven't won in that scenario.
They would need that, followed by the 4th Farewell.
Or the ability to get enough blockers out of the way. Yes!
Wow!
What a grind. What a grind.
Woo!
It's as epic as it gets. Blue-White Lotus 2-1 in an epic 3 games.
Wow.
That was the coolest 3 games I've played against a Blue-White Lotus deck ever.
Yeah, that was just spectacular. That was like FNM awesomeness.
All the way through. All the way through. Alright, so let's take a look at the sideboard.
Let's get those Chandras in there.
Yeah. Yeah. For matchups like that, Chandra is a huge difference maker. And we're just going to go there.
Peel out those Crowan Wars.
Couple Chandras, and we still have a free slot here. What else do we want to be doing? What else are we worried about?
How about a quick search for can't be countered or something like that? Just, what else can we do?
So Fry's still a thing, and a worthwhile thing, and maybe a third is worth having. Fire Prophecy and Volt Surge aren't good there, but the Fries were really good.
Yeah.
I could see that, so I'll put it there for a moment. None of that's really that I mean, Banefire kind of is, but not really. We have layers which are basically the same in these games against control decks.
Kind of, sort of. Although you can't just kill a Banefire.
Yeah. If it could kill Dream Trawler, I would be in.
It cannot, though, so we should move on.
That's a thing.
Not when we're...
Playing creatures, right? That doesn't... Well, it likes dinosaurs. Nice. It's cute. I don't think it's good, but it's cute.
No. No. Carney T would make more sense, but I don't think we want Carney T either.
No. Probably not. Probably not. This is kind of an interesting scenario.
I'm not into it.
I don't think it's right, but it's interesting as the ramp side of it and letting our tokens all do a lot of damage.
I would prefer a Planeswalker that gives us some tokens. What other Planeswalkers are available to us? How about that?
Let's flip on over. Walkers. And I'm not going to do that because we're in here. Okay. Chandra Dress to kill. We're not mono red, so that's not a great option. I mean, Torch of Defiance is a thing. I've seen people play a couple copies over some of these Volt Surges, but the Volt Surges game 1 feels like the right... Like, this feels like the right place to be to make sure that we are pounding
I
on
agree.
aggro and we are pounding on mid-range because we need to get the first game against them.
I agree.
And this Chandra playing against control, I think, will give us the ability to not care as much on losing game 1, which we can still win. It's pretty unlikely we're going to beat, like,
That
Dorian
4
Fires,
for 4
but...
swap for Volt Surge is pretty sexy, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually I like the, like, 7 for 7 out of these 8 when you get the Fries, because we don't really need Fire Prophecy against those control decks.
Yeah.
Keeping 1 seems fine, but we don't really need more than that. And, I don't know, there's a question of do we need the hearses?
We
all
haven't
3?
seen the matches for them yet.
Right.
I think they're still worthwhile.
Okay. I guess I could see exactly one copy of this getting shaved for one copy of another walker, so that we get a straight 8 for 8 sideboard. But I don't know.
Or we could bring in a hearse, because the hearse will still do work. It's still going to be better. That's an interesting idea.
Makes creatures.
Makes creatures, increases mana. We should maybe be playing this in the main deck.
Only 2 forests there and 4 more there. That's not a lot of forests to make it work. That's why I wouldn't put it in the main.
Still, goddamn.
It's okay. I don't think it's busted in this kind of a deck.
Wait, hang on. How about the Vivian?
Which one? Advocate?
The one, no, not that one. The other one. 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 That one.
That's like which fucking Vivian? There's 8 of these fuckers.
Okay, so that can get land or creature, so it would basically be land. Destroy artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. That's kind of interesting. I always like the -3. I don't think the +1's going to help us any, though.
Yeah, it's a little awkward on the +1. I'm actually a bigger fan of this, and only because the +1 is keep on dumping creatures into play with reach if you need them. But both of them, I think, are underwhelming for what we're trying to do.
What's the other ability? What's the -2 on that?
Cast your
lesser mana value, which will never happen.
Yeah, so that's irrelevant.
I think we can do better for
5 mana.
Let's see what else we got.
Is there anything sitting around in Jund worth a shit? I mean, Arlen Pack is a hell of a beast against control, potentially.
That is pretty interesting.
Like, gives us our creatures that we want.
Gives us more mana.
Gives us mana, and then flips into a werewolf that just goes fucking nuts. It's interesting. I don't know if that's as good as it needs to be. What's the Domri fucking with? Gains Riot. What's Riot? Haste?
Haste or a +1 counter.
I want it for that alone. It's so spicy. But the rest of it sucks.
Well, then we could play the Riot enchantment, I guess, but that would get farewell. The Riot Planeswalker does make more sense.
We could play Yanugan.
So slow. We're already playing stuff way up the curve.
But for Darth Zero.
That's something he needs to play, and in mono red.
There is a weird scenario with Karns because it shuts off Mardu Greasefang. But you also have to run sideboard shit for it, which we don't necessarily have the slot. I mean,
yeah,
we'd have to dedicate
it would be a
some
4
slots.
mana Null Rod that you can just attack, and our other plan for that is 2 mana and would get shut off by Karn.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's another walker, out of all these options, actually Ren and 7 is pretty good too. Because Ren and 7 will get us more mana, but it'll put our creatures in the graveyard if it flips them.
From the Darth Zero, play Vivian Arkbow Ranger so you can search up your Titan of Industry.
What's the Arkbow Ranger? Outside the game.
Yeah, I don't think... Well, they get exiled. Is that outside the game?
I don't think so. That's still part of the game. It's a game zone.
Ah. Damn. That's unfortunate. That would have been a really cool little combo. They go farewell. We're like, nope. Coming back.
Yeah, that would only make sense to me if we were going to board out one Titan and try and, like, snatch it back in.
Lab IT guy.
Yeah,
that doesn't work anymore. Darth Zero, you're revealing yourself to be the paper boomer we know you are. Love you, buddy.
Maybe Arlen, then?
Is it Arlen? Is it, I mean, Garruk puts on a lot of pressure as well.
I always thought that sucked. But, I don't know, maybe in this deck, in that context, who knows?
Flash? No, that's bad. Bad.
Arlen could kind of be like the 5th Esika's Chariot.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. Arlen?
That's where I'm leaning.
Fuck it. I got the cool art.
Gotta use it eventually.
Right. Alright, so we're sitting at 4-1. We've beaten Golgari Fight Rigging, Mono Blue Spirits, Jund Cat Oven, and Blue White Lotus. We lost to Jeskai Yorion Agent, and we are currently rocking out at Diamond Tier 3.
Yeah.
Uno Mas?
Let's do it.
Uno Mas. We're going into overtime just for you. Darth Zero, why not just the Chandra 4-drop because it's amazing? Less synergy with the list, and Arlen's 3 threats in 1. Chandra is 1 threat that gets answered by 1 Teferi. Arlen can't get answered by Teferi, which I like against these blue-white decks. which is what it's for.
I think Chandra's a better card in a vacuum, but Arlen gives us those tokens so that we can continue our game plan.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get into overtime here and see if we can get our 6th match in for the day.
I hope we run it against something with counterspells this time so we can bring in all those Chandras.
Right? God, I hope so.
Watch, it's going to be like some stupid deck that we don't get to board anything in against after all that thinking.
Mono red. Come on.
Yeah, and we just get our shit packed in like 2 minutes.
I'm good with this. We have the turn 3 Titan. We have the ability to throw that back to the bottom for the land we need. Early removal. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, actually, this would be fine against mono red.
Against mono red, this would be.
Oh God!
It's mono red.
Yes!
Okay. I'm doing this now.
Do it now.
Yeah. This is living the dream. That's what we're doing at this point. This is living the dream. Yeah, it's going to be a Fire Prophecy on the next thing they play, then a Courier's Briefcase.
Maybe not. Okay, now it's just Courier's Briefcase, right?
Yeah.
Now that if they tap down, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Unless it's going to be a Chain Whirler.
That's fine. We'll Fire Prophecy that, then we have Fables. Like, we've got gas in the tank. We can do this. And now they're sitting here going, this deck.
Yeah, damn it.
And that's why we play Volt Surge, everybody, because this deck exists. Look,
There's
there we go.
Chain Whirler.
There's the chains. Them chains be whirling. All right. So we go this route. We just hit this right now.
Yeah.
And we dump back a Titan.
Get out of here, Titan.
There's the land. Yeah, doing just fine. We'll get to Fable plus a Volt Surge next turn, and then we still have Transmogrify ready to roll pretty quickly.
This is dominant right now.
It's like, we're...
Oh, yeah. Bone crush us, huh?
We have a Fable... Oh, they want the light up the stages. All the light up the stages. Okay. Going this route, and I'm still doing this because we want the Volt Surge for this.
Fair enough.
And I also want them to try to play really heavily into this.
Yeah, tie up their mana, tie up their time so that we can do our little Sokenzan trick.
Because they should
or
kill.
Whatever.
I was going to say, like, they should just kill. That's fine. We will just kill.
Yep, die.
We will be mana efficient. We will be perfect.
Die.
Yep. But now you lose the light up the stage here, and you're going to have to tap out to play these Bone Crushers. I'm keeping?
Keep them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're almost at Titan mana anyway, and
Should pass.
I'm just going to channel end step. If they leave an opening, we go for it. Otherwise, we grab a Kaheera and get going. Mistake. Play to tap Den of the Bugbear.
That is why you fail.
Yeah. And yeah, I want to hit my thing.
Okay, we don't need a shield.
Oh, we do, because we put the shield on the Kiki.
Oh, right. I forgot that you can just put it anywhere.
Yeah.
All right, opponent concedes. Awesome.
4 pieces of removal to go in, and we can dump out... Shit, I don't even know, man. Probably...
Courier's Briefcase.
Yeah, they got Chain Whirlers.
That's the softest version, because at least the Careful Cultivation we can end step.
Yeah, I'd rather do it this way. This is, let's just buy time. Let's not play into Chain Whirlers. This plays heavily into the Chain Whirlers. Yeah. Yep, that's it. Mono red. So we've seen the full churn today.
Yeah, completely different decks for every single match.
All right.
It's what you like, you know?
That's what I love about this format. 6 archetypes playing it. That means there's 7 viable archetypes. Well, yeah, we'll keep that.
Yeah, just undo what they're doing. Hell yeah.
Let's just kill what they do, and then, yeah, that's fine. Mountain.
Yeah.
Yep. Just draw a couple of lands, and I feel pretty good about this. Okay. Gonna red cap that.
Fuck yeah.
Guess what? Don't care if you've got any other removal. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you have a burn spell. Still dying. You go to hell. You go to hell and you die.
Oh, and the other red cap. Awesome.
Like, we may not win this really quickly, but they really won't. And they're just going to sit there with Bone Crushers the whole game.
Maybe they boarded him out, although they kind of can't.
Yeah, they kind of need it. And we kill this, so light up the stage isn't great. Oh, nice.
Interesting.
But we aren't casting it, we're cheating it.
No,
so
we're
good
not.
there.
I mean, it'll clock us eventually.
Sure. I'm just going to do this now to get land.
Absolutely.
And we're dumping back one Transmogrify. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. See? And we even have the land for the red cap. Feels fine. Keep it rolling. Fire Prophecy's doing exactly what we need them to do.
What a card.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Kaheera goes to hand. And we continue. Okay, I see the plan.
Act of desperation here.
This is an interesting plan. This is we're a burn deck, and I'm intrigued to see. There's the Chain Whirler. All right. That Fire Prophecy's going to hit, but they're down to one card already, and that's not a place you want to be against this deck. I think I'm dumping the Abrade back or the Volt Surge. Probably
Volt Surge.
Probably the Volt
We might
Surge.
need to Abrade. You never know. They could have an Ember Cleave. They still have a lot of creatures.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Well, I think I'm playing Lukka and just ticking it up.
Yeah, Lukka up.
Like, let's force them to do things on this board state. And we're getting pretty close to Titan. Okay. Fine by me. If they want to kill Lukka, they can go boom boom and waste all the removal. Wow.
Let's get into that part of the game.
Aggressive. I love it. Let the hate flow through you. Kasau 82. Okay, so one piece of removal's gotta be...
It's like shock or nothing.
Yeah. I think we're still doing this. It'll take 2 to the dome to do it, but like, then we get Kaheera, they blow up the Kaheera. Right?
Sure.
We'll take the Abrade and shove it down. Or can we just do the Transmogrify at this point?
Transmogrify.
Right? Like, we've got 3 effects on Lukka
Our
here.
life total is now equal to Lukka's loyalty.
So let's do this and see if they do a thing.
Okay.
Do we tick down and make
Hell
it?
yeah.
Yeah. Force it.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Play with fire it is, but didn't hit our life total and they're down again. We need to hit a creature.
Or a Castle Garenbrig, maybe.
Okay. This Roiling Vortex is actually putting us in quite the position.
It is continuing to clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know the gates are down,
They can keep us from gaining life.
but we get to blow up the Roiling Vortex.
Yes,
and
we
we do
do.
get to do this again.
And we get a 4/4. That's probably the way, right?
We don't need the shield counter. So,
We're not going to gain life.
yeah, unless they're idiots. Do.
Looking good.
Alright, so we missed 1 point of damage by not swinging with these both. Worth noting in case it's relevant, because
Yeah.
we have lethal on the board if we had done that.
Ooh.
And that may... I don't think it'll be the difference, but technically it could have been.
It could be. We'll see.
Alright, we're good.
It was not.
It was
It was not. All right, that was a nice quick match.
Good old 2-0 into Diamond 2 on a 5-1. Good old 5-1.
Yeah, that was a slaughter.
That was a slaughter. Best matchup by far was Blue-White Lotus. Most satisfying matchup by far was beating the shit out of Junk Cat Oven.
Yes.
That always feels great.
Yeah.
Surprising matchup was Blue Spirits and beating them. The Fries really did a lot of work there.
Yeah, that felt... It wasn't even like, man, we got lucky and got spirits. We just closed the door.
Yeah, and we closed it pretty hard, pretty fast.
And we're now better against it with this list.
I think so, yeah. So, this is, I think, where we're leaving it for the evening.
Looks very good.
I mean, there's some stuff we could do to shift around some slots. Arlen is very much a question mark. The unlicensed hearses, if Mardu's been put, like Greasefang's been pushed out, then these can probably go.
And yet, For what? Because that's one of those things, like, you stop respecting it,
Right.
and it's just going to come roaring back.
Right. So for everybody tuning in, this is what we're looking at. Good old Lukka Titan. We're sitting at 5-1 with it. Good run overall. Feel free to check back for footage. It'll be on YouTube. And yeah, I mean, the deck's gas. I would definitely
It's a
give
lot
it a
of
shot.
fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, and we get to play with a bunch of silly cards, too.
Yeah. Yeah. All the silly stuff that I love. And that's kind of the best part of it. But you get to do the F&M life, you know?
Actually, that's what that match against Lotus Field felt like, was like round 3 of F&M, when you're playing against the other player who brought a brew, and you get to figure out which of you gets to go on and lose in round 4 to the asshole who brought the tier 1 deck, you know?
Yes. Yes. Anyway, I think that's all from us tonight. We will be back tomorrow with something new again. We're just going to keep on trying different stuff.
Yeah.
So keep tuning in every day. We'll just keep grinding our way to Mythic.
We'll show you our decks.
That's all from the fucking Dark Stream. Peace out.
Adios.